All right, all right. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I am your host, Kia Flo, and I want to welcome you to the 29th annual Southern Fried Regional Poetry Slam, the virtual edition. Hey, that's the first time y'all gonna see me do that tonight. Y'all gonna see me do it once more, but it's only for certain situations, and you'll see. At Southern Fried, we believe Black Lives Matter. We support and believe in the rights of our LGBTQ community, and we believe every person should have equal access to living their best lives physically, spiritually, and artistically. We encourage you to be respectful of everyone's identity, and remember that every person on this stage screen has equal value. At Southern Fried, we judge poems, not the people. Tonight, you will see 4 teams of poets and 2 independent poets from the Southeast region and beyond, competing for a chance to get onto the final stage this Saturday, tomorrow afternoon for the Indies, and Saturday night for the teams. If you are present in the Zoom bout, please make sure to mute your mics and turn your cameras off when you are not performing. Judges, we ask that your cameras remain on during the poems. This bout is attended by poets who are logging in from around the world, so please give their poetry your love and undivided attention. In a poetry slam, there is no music, there are no costumes or props, and each poet will be performing original work. Poems may be up to 3 minutes long, but after a 10-second grace period, the performer loses points for going over time. You may see groups of poets performing team pieces. This is normal and actually encouraged. And at this moment, I want to ask all of my judges, if you would please turn on your screens so everybody can see your beautiful faces. Yes, yes. Where they at? Let me make sure. Oh, there they go. There they go. There they go. We have, Lord, I wrote the names down somewhere. Where y'all at? I'm gonna scroll down. I want to make sure I give y'all just due. I want to make sure, because y'all are here helping us out and have been so diligent with us. We got Judge Wendy. We got Judge Candace. We got Judge Charles, Judge David, and Judge Brandy. Now, if that don't sound like a Fox lineup after 5:30, I don't know what to tell you. And they will be the experts for this evening. We pre-selected these judges this year, and they are, excuse me, I've gone ahead and introduced them. That was the script part. They are not affiliated with the poets performing tonight, but we are excited to find out what they think. These judges are our poetry experts tonight, but feel free to use the chat to let the judges know whether you agree with them or not. Boos, yays, hisses, whatever it is that you want to do. You can also use the reaction buttons to show support for the poem. If you are joining us via live stream, leave us comments and use your emojis to feel free to interact with us on social media and share with your friends. We want all the fires. We want all the asterisks, just whatever. They're snaps online. That's what they are. And share with your friends. Judges, now with all of that I just told you, I need for you to not let the audience sway you, because this evening right here, you are the experts. If you like the poetry you hear tonight, we will post their contact information so that you can purchase their merchandise. Southern Fried merchandise is available on our website, and tickets to Final Stage can be purchased through Eventbrite. We would love to have you join us as these poets battle for the 2021 championship. Yes. Now, I want to go ahead and let you know which poets we have coming up tonight. They have been competing all week. We are down to the wire, and they're not here to play with y'all on this Friday night. It gets intense. I feel it already. My internet has just been acting up, so I know they're ready to get it to us. We got Team A, Bama Slam. We got Team B, Slam Duval. We got Team C, Strange New Voice. And we got Team D, Do More Baltimore. So y'all show some love for those poets. We're about to get this poetry slam started, but wait. Before we get started, we must have a sacrifice. A calibration poet, if you will. This poet is not part of the competition, but will be judged just the same. Judges, you may use this poet's score as a baseline of reference for the poems that you will be judging throughout this bout. So without further ado, I know you all have been waiting, so have I. We're going to go ahead and get this show started off with our sacrificial poet of the night, Mr. George Mendez. Y'all show some love. I see you. Okay. Go ahead. All right. I can hear you. You can go ahead.
So I think that deep down, most hammers would much rather be pillows, preferring to rest a head than to strike one. I have a rough time believing that sandpaper wouldn't prefer to be satin. You see, I think some of us act harder than we need to, simply because we haven't been presented with the options. Given a choice, I'd like to think that any barrier would much rather be a gate, swung wide open like arms that haven't seen you in years, saying, "Come on in, welcome home. You made it." So here's to every wish that drowned because its penny couldn't swim. Or for every rainbow that ever bent over backwards, reaching for the sun every time the sky cried, and for any shamrock that perished with its wishes, still trapped within its four leaves, cut down prematurely by a lawnmower blade, whose only wish was to be a sprinkler head instead. See, this is for being better than our nature, for going outside of our means of becoming more than what we were made for. This is for the understanding that sometimes a crowbar just needs to be a key. And sometimes a lock needs to just not exist anymore. Trust me, there are pebbles that dream of being boulders and boulders that dream of being feathers. Somewhere, there's a puddle with ocean aspirations. And today, maybe today he's just a puddle. But tomorrow he'll be a pond. And the day after that, a brook. And then a river, and then a stream, and then a lake, and then finally that ocean that will one day become the raindrops on a 4-year-old's nose who's jumping into a puddle, pretending to be a giant, splashing in an ocean. Everything is cyclical. So here's to the nature of things, to the cycle of order, and to the knowledge that all things have a purpose beyond their purpose, especially you. Cheers.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all show some love for Mr. George Mendez. Lady S was right. I do know you. I know you from the other night. All right. Judges. Now this is your time. to go ahead and in the chat, we need you to put the poet's name as well as the score that you're going to give them. And while we're waiting on you to do that, I'm gonna sing my song. I'm tired of that. My mouth getting dry now. Okay, let me see. I think I got them all. Okay, I think I got them all. So, scorekeeper, I'm going to go ahead and yell these out for you, and you can go ahead and put them in from left to right. So, from lowest to high, it looks like I got a 6. We have an 8. We have an 8. We have an 8.5 and a 9.1. All right, and looks like we're good on time. So scorekeeper, what is that score? Scorekeeper, can you unmute? We'll work on that. So the score for our sacrificial poet was a 24.5. Y'all clap it up for the poet and never the score. And with that, that's it. You know, we're ready to go ahead and get this thing started. So we got Team A, Bama Slam. I need for you all to let us know in the chat who you were bringing up. All right, so Bama Slam is bringing up Jerry Hartsey. Y'all show some love for Jerry. There she go. All right, and test the mic.
Hello.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
For my husband, Kirk. 40 years ago this year, I first said those 3 words to you. I love you. 3 small words. Pathetic and inadequate, lacking even the sound and fury that signifies nothing. 3 worn words. Trite, overused, soiled words, prostituted to the service of millions of lips daily. 3 short words, incapable of crossing that great divide between 2 beating hearts, that grand canyon between 2 dreaming spirits, insufficient, falling, echoless, from a leap evil Knievel would never dare. 3 dry words, incapable of describing that riptide in the mind, that tidal wave in the body, that drowning pool in the soul. 3 simple words that belie the complexities, the intricacies, the paradoxical mysteries that a million poets have never adequately put into words or on paper or in our lives, but we try. It was like I'd spent my life some waterless fish gasping for breath, and upon meeting you, began to breathe. You once said that my love poems are always about your love for me. Well, that's simple, you see. My love for you is a constant. It is without question, without hesitation. I do not wrestle with it or worry about it or struggle against it. It simply is, like respiration. I like to write about more enigmatic things. My love for you is ordinary to me. The miracle worthy of poetry has always been the way that you love me. Thank you.
And thank you. Y'all show some love for Jerry from Bama Slam. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Snap, snap, snaps. I've been seeing people going off in the chat over here. We appreciate you for vibing with us. Y'all know that gives the poetry all the energy and vibrations. Judges, what say you? Judges, what say you? Mm-hmm. Do. I gotta fix my screen. This is just so unprofessional, Lord. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I have 5. From lowest to high, we have a 7. We have an 8. We have an 8.1. We have an 8.5. And we have an 8.5. Yes, somebody said, boo. I know that's right. Show them how you feel in the chat. And that gives us a score of, let me see if my scorekeeper is together.
24.6.
Oh, boy, we got the microphone audio working. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. 24.6. We were good on time. Y'all clap it up for the poet. Never the score. All right. So we getting in there. We getting it going. So we got Slam Duval coming up, and I just need to know who are they sending up, you know? Okay, Courtesy Boss. Y'all show some love for Courtesy Boss from Slam Duval. All right, let me hear you. Let me hear you. I can see you.
Hello.
I was about to say, if you wave. Okay, go ahead.
Another plateau is thrust upon the protagonist. Will he prevail? Before I had to remind myself to get out of my own head. Now I channel everything into my writing. I don't do it for the success or the judgment of this world. How does trying to find peace of mind in a world that's constantly in conflict make me problematic? I just want to become the person that I myself aspire to be like. I ain't fooling anybody. I am a daydreamer. Besides, it's futile to try to fit in when you're this far gone. And I don't want to forget where I came from, so I become the what if Atlas was a b-boy and I put my community on my back, suffering succotash. Every star in the sky, a brain synapse. Forget being an empath. My nervous system is the solar system. I dream of a day where my people can revel in being gods and goddesses, not of Greek mythology, but of African symbolism. I am a daydreamer. With a couple of shots of humility, I stave off cynicism. I work for self-appointed gods who are really idol worshippers who toil on behalf of materialism. I'm the Yoruba's god to the deep Alukin. My insight bends past and future to my will, inspiring those who seek personal empowerment. Some days, feeling like a child of the sun like a Ganju. Let's purify the air of its anxiety and have the audacity to tell people to hope again. That monster called misery is still trying to pull you back into the pit with it. I wish I could write something that could simultaneously put a smile on your face and give revelation to your predicament. I am a scientist who talks to himself. Yes, I admit I'm distracted, in a constant state of multitasking. Courtesy and consideration are lacking. That's why these spiritual barriers have been enacted. I'm defensive to keep out the negative vibes of those who come pure intent, those that take advantage of trust, those that force themselves upon others, consumed by their own lust, those that bully people they're envious of into submission, telling them that they're not enough, those that are advocates of hate masquerading as agents of love. I am a daydreamer. Every day at work, I imagine myself pulling a Peter Parker, slipping into my alter ego as the 12th member of the Wu-Tang Clan, after finally acknowledging that the 11th member is Redman, moonlighting as the distinguished lyrical grandmaster at a poetry slam. I ain't fooling anybody. I am a daydreamer. Listening to my heart is my jam. I'm Big Cousin and William Dyson Baldwin fam, an ambassador of the Greenwoods Let's Get Done FFJB Black on Black Rhyme Camp. This is the Truman Show starring Chris Grant. I am a businessman. I am a businessman. I am a daydreamer.
Y'all clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Y'all clap it up one more again for Courtesy Boss. Boy, he ended as soon as I was taking a sip of this water. Judges, what say you? Make sure y'all got y'all water too. You know what I'm saying? We turned up at Southern Fried on that water. All right, judges, go ahead, put them scores up. That was Courtesy Bars. Okay, all right, just in case. Thank you, strange new voices. See. All right, so we got all 5 of them. So from low to high, we have a 7.9, we have an 8.5, we have a 9.2, we have a 9.5, and we have a 9.7. Do I need to go back? I can run it back now. 7.9.
Can you run it back, please?
I sure can. 7.9, 8.5, 9.2, 9.5, and a 9.7, which gives us a score of
72.
Say that again. Start over. No.
27.2.
27.2 for the poet. Boy, I know he wish he had a 72. They'll blow everybody out of competition tonight. But anyway, always clap it up for the poet, never the score. So we got strange new voices coming up, and they're bringing up Brian as their poet. So y'all show some love for Brian all the way from Strange New Voices. There you go. Go ahead and test it.
Hello?
There we go. Go ahead.
When Spartans went to battle, their wives had a saying. You either come back with your shield or on it. What this meant was you either come back celebrating victorious or with your brothers holding your corpse up glorious. What I've learned my last few years of teaching is too many of my students prefer the latter. I teach history at a school called Spartan Academy, where my students are always prepared for war, but will turn their nose up at reading a book. Since COVID has closed our doors, I've struggled with the fact that 5 students won't make it back. I keep thinking about how they've been commemorated, but remembering that we'll never know what they look like when they graduate. I keep replaying the funeral of a boy who bragged about his battle scars in my class, but never took that as a sign that he should retire. But that's just like a Spartan, right? Believing the battlefield is the only place worth dying, and that your home is the only place worth dying for. But these aren't soldiers. These are kids who don't understand that their mothers did not give birth prepared to see them be a casualty, that their friends are not supposed to be trained in how to carry a casket, that their teachers can only handle seeing so many of them be put on a pamphlet. They don't understand that memorials were meant to honor lifetime achievements, not lifetimes cut short. They don't understand that this is not normal. This is not normal. This is not supposed to be normal. But this is what indoctrination looks like. How else do you explain a boy taking pride in the fact that he took another young man away from their mother? Or girls admiring men who have learned how to kill and steal before they ever learn how to love? Or how they all trick themselves into believing having emotion will get you killed, but then not realizing anger is the emotion that will get you killed. How they train their hand to be steady when holding a weapon, but will tremble at the thought of ever holding their own diploma, because what good is a diploma to a Spartan? A Spartan only needs to know how to kill, not think. No Spartan needs to think of life outside of the battlefield, because imagining yourself somewhere else will get you killed, will make you the permanent fixture mural that never gets to leave. So a Spartan must avoid distractions. A Spartan must embrace the battle. A Spartan will only be at peace with death, whether it's his enemies or his own. And my students are Spartans fluent. They've embraced the idea of their own death before their childhood ever ended. But I can't. I'm just a teacher trying to teach them about the world outside of their war zone, but I'm struggling. Because how do you teach someone not to be a soldier where they're being bred for battle? Thank you.
Now clap it up, snap it up for Brian from Strange New Voices. All right. This poetry getting hot in heaven now. Judges, what say you? Okay now. All right. There we go. So from lowest to high, we have an 8.7. We have a 9.1. We have a 9.1. We have a 9.8. And we have a 10. I told y'all we're going to do it again. That's what I do it. For the 10s. First 10 of the night. Y'all show some love. And scorekeeper. What is that? Score?
That is a 28.
All right, y'all clap it up for the poet, not the score. Oh yes, baby, it's the 10, baby, whenever. I got a few catchphrases, you know what I'm saying? We'll talk about them later. But so in and out the first round, we made it through the first round. We got 3 more to go, but we made it through the first one almost. And so we're gonna bring up Do More Baltimore and just gonna see who they're bringing up, that's all. Group piece. So y'all show some love in the chats and on the live stream for Do More Baltimore. All right, and let me go. I can see y'all. Let me test y'all. Say hello.
Hello.
All right, we can hear you. Go ahead.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When Andy bought us, he promised us a land of lots of fun. We get such a buzz from all this playing, we could do it for light years. Toys R Us might have closed down, but toys are us. But I wonder how entertaining we must be. Andy used to love playing G.I. Joe. Of course, he grew up to be an officer, to play with our lives when his gets boring, become his board game. Black Barbies disappear a lot here. He'll play with bodies like action figures, figure his actions make him an authority. Andy's coming. Be quiet, be still. I used to have a friend in him. When he can ride on Bullseye's back, now we have bullseyes on ours. Black people are great at playing hide and seek, never allowed to move, especially when Andy is watching with his hand on his hip. He must love shoots and ladders, the way he can gun us down and still climb the chain of command. Play Monopoly with our neighborhoods, and he always wins. Get out of jail free cards must come easy when the judge looks just like you. Maybe the island of misfit toys is just a private prison. Sold, bought, shipped until we are profitable. He brands us so we know who we still belong to. So we don't ever forget who bought us and brought us to his home. Uses his imagination to create this nation in his image. Andy's mind can turn a toy into a gun. How having Nerf a little turkey into a bat and a box, batteries included, because toys like us always catch a charge. This is Toy Story nonfiction. Like this Disneyland is a delusional dystopia where we can't tell if we real or not, can't tell if we nigga or not. I'm starting to think that we are more than just toys. Andy is a cop, or maybe God. He's not sure, so he chooses to be both. Plays the game of life with ours, stringing up bodies like marionette dolls in plastic and bone don't get the same sound when they crack. Toys' lives matter, yet factories will continue to mass produce us as products for the taking, touching and shaping. But this is just a Toy Story, just a movie, until Andy turns to stop motion. Don't reach for anything. Moving too much in his presence makes bad film for body cams. This ain't a limited edition, but the system is still in mid-condition. We don't know how long we keep playing this game, but he'll keep winning until infinity and beyond. And he's coming.
All right. Snap it up, snap it up, clap it up, and snap it up. Show that love for Do More Baltimore. I know that's right. See, judges, y'all ain't know what y'all was coming up into. Y'all ain't know. Y'all had no clue. But guess what? What say you? Oh, see, that was poetry. I got a little poetical up in me too now. You better watch out, somebody. You better know. They don't know. Oh, okay then. Okay then. We got 5 of them. So from low to high, we got a 8.5. We got a 9.4. And let me get my neck together because we got a 10, a 10, and a 10. Woo, woo. Y'all clap it up. Time look good. Scorekeeper, what is the score?
29.4.
Oh, 29.4. Y'all clap it up for the poet, not the score. The poets. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And so with that, that was the end of the first round. And guess what? We're going to hop on into the second round because ain't nobody got time. You know what I'm saying? So Slam Duval, who y'all sending up? Inquiring minds want to know. They coming. They coming. Because you know the teams, I think they do know that they're supposed to be putting it in the chat. Okay. All right. Now y'all make sure y'all pay attention to when it's y'all time so y'all can go ahead and have it ready for me. All right. So Slam Duval is bringing up infinite bars. Y'all show some love for infinite bars.
Hello?
All right. I can hear you. I don't know if I can see you, but I can hear you. There you go. All right. Go ahead.
I'll never forget my first year teaching SRA, a remedial class for the kids who took the standardized reading exams but failed to pass. In other words, I taught middle schoolers how to read, and most of them couldn't sit right in their seats, so most days were like pulling teeth. But what I'll never forget is one thing this young king said to me. It was a regular day. I was on about my 6th or 7th time telling the class to get quiet, open up their textbook to the next task, when he interrupted to ask, "Man, Mr. Jefferson, how come we can't never just talk? Why does school have to feel like a prison?" And I hesitate to answer this. Gripped in internal conflict and constricted by curriculum, there's only so much game I can kick to him, but it's not like it's some grand revelation that America has really dropped the bar when it comes to public education. But what a lot of us don't know is that the private prison industries picked up that bar and used it to make a cage. See, when I was around your age, my teachers told me about how they build prison cells based on the amount of Black males in the 3rd grade. It is a predatory system where you are the prey, and they will not hesitate to throw you away because prison inmates are just the modern day slaves, young king. I hear the way they talk about you in the teacher's lounge. They already think that you're a lost cause, but that's their loss because they can't see your light. They don't know what it's like to be young and Black in America, facing racist traps and barriers, but as someone who is all too familiar with that tale, let me be the first to tell you that it is okay. It is okay to fail. So long as you get up, you can hate my class. You can even hate me so long as you don't give up. Within you is the genus of Genesis, the same minds that started societies and built the pyramids. They don't want you to be great, but it is in your DNA. So I need you to understand that it isn't about a grade in the end. It's about being able to read and comprehend, because ignorance is the most dangerous prison. So subsequently, my class becomes no mere reading class, but a prison break. I'm trying to give you the tools that you need to escape, to outsmart the overseers that guard the gate. But the longer you talk, the longer it will take, and it won't be much longer before it is too late, young king. Freedom is never free or a guarantee. You will have to fight to preserve it. And it won't always be easy, but it will always be worth it. So please, open up your textbook to the next task. And if you have any more questions, I won't hesitate to answer if you don't hesitate to ask.
Y'all heard what he said now. Y'all show some love for infinite bars from Slam Duval. Yep, snap, snap, snaps, all those ostriches, all of them. Judges, what you gotta say? What you gotta say? Oh, guess what, y'all? Final stage tickets for sale right now. You know, $15 on Eventbrite. Only $15. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so we got these scores in from low to high. We have a 8.1. We have an 8.5. We have 8.7. We have an 8.9, and we have a 9.5, which gives us a score of, because that's a 9.5, that last one. Yep. See, I can see.
26.1.
26.1. Y'all clap it up for the poet and the poem, not the score. And so we're going to take it on over to Strange New Voice, and they are bringing up Sime, I believe.
Hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Ten things I'd say to my unborn son. 1, Daddy will always be here. 2, sometimes in life there will be things you don't understand, like chess positions you won't find in a book, so every move feels like a mistake. 3, adults make mistakes, like glasses of spilled milk we wish we had never poured. 4, you are not a mistake. The thought of you will always bring me more joy than it will ever bring pain, and I'm sorry that the thought of you will ever bring pain. 5, adults are not always as strong as you need us to be. Daddy wasn't as strong as mommy needed him to be. Mommy was strong enough to make her choice. See, there's a difference between selfishness and self-preservation. Mommy had to be strong enough to carry the weight of both. But see, Daddy, if Daddy had his way, he would have taken the world from Atlas, drank the Atlantic until he uncovered Atlantis just to see your feet touch the ground. But some wonders of the world are only remembered after they drown. 6, Daddy won't always be upset at mommy. She didn't tell me you were here, told me after you left. I know you didn't mean to make her late. I'm sorry she saw you as the thing holding her up. I'm sorry I never got the pleasure of holding you up. I'm sorry I was too busy praying with folded hands instead of reaching out to yours. See, God did. He filled in the distance between infancy and deity and hoisted you up. 7, say what's up to God when you get up there. If you make it up there. See, you were never really born to be born again, so that you really have a soul that could be saved from sin. I get it. Your heavenly body was hereditary because your mother, she was my world, but she eclipsed my sun, making her my moon. Now nothing in my soul or system is setting right. 8, remember, in life ain't a damn thing promised. People will tell you you are worthless just because they aren't willing to pay for something perfect just the way it is. People will always choose themselves over you. If I could, I would give myself up over you. You are a mountain the size of a molehill, and there is no getting over you. 9, people keep telling me that you never existed. But if that were true, what was the point of the trip to the clinic? I planned for parenthood, but apparently my choice to be a parent never existed. But 10, Daddy will always be here. Thank you.
And thank you. Y'all showed some more love for Sime with Strange New Voice. I know that's right. Somebody said the final stage tickets cost less than a meal at Five Guys. So if the tickets cost less than a meal, I think you need to go ahead and get the ticket. And then sneak your food in, because you're going to be at your house, so you can sneak the food in easily. Judges, what say you? What you say? That was a poem that was just said. Oh, okay then. My bad. They was waiting on me to stop running my mouth. Excuse me, y'all. Look, okay, there we go. We got all 5. So from low to high, we got an 8. We got an 8.3. We got an 8.3. We got an 8.5, and we have a 9.7. That's a 8, 8.3, 8.3, 8.5, and a 9.7, which gives us a score of
25.1.
25.1. Clap it up, clap it up. And so we're going to take it all the way around again. Do more, be more. See, I be wanting to say do more, be more, but I don't even think that's their name. It's Do More Baltimore on the screen. So that's what I'm going to say. Where y'all at? There they go. I hear something. Okay, I see you. Go ahead and test it.
Y'all hear me?
All right, go ahead.
February 23rd. I found out my mother has 2 months to live. It broke me. I didn't scream. I went to my boyfriend's house. I hugged him the moment I saw him. I never do that. He told me I'm taking it well, that I'm in a good place. February 25th, I told Dia my mom's prognosis. I wanted a hug. He broke down. She's like a mother to him. She is my mother. I hug him. March 2nd. My homegirls say I have a glow to me. Say I look happy. I'm not sure who they are looking at. I don't tell them my mom is dying, or that I haven't cried as much as I need to, haven't broken down, yet haven't found anyone who's comfortable with watching someone they love fall apart right in front of them. I've been watching my mom fall apart right in front of me. I refuse to show anyone what that looks like. So here I am in the bathroom again. The only place I can cry without worrying whose pain my pain might become, whose peace the sound of my sobs might disrupt. I am on the floor, on all fours with tears, snot, and saliva dripping down my face. How strong I seem when I am not seen like this. Don't I deserve to feel my own suffering? How do I know I'm strong if I never get to rise from weakness? So here I am in the bathroom again, hiding, because pain this heavy feels like it might kill my mom faster, might make my homegirls feel guilty for all the good things they got going on. Here I am in the bathroom again, crying as a form of prayer, of peace, of meditation, of a song, of a poem. I want to tell the truth. I want them to see me cry, because crying is the most honest I have ever been. So why am I here in the bathroom again?
All right. That was Saziz. I do apologize for not saying your name initially, from Do More Baltimore. Y'all show some love. Show some love. Judges, what say you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have y'all singing that real soon. Don't worry about it. So let's see here. We got all 5 of them. Thank you so much. From lowest to high, we have an 8.5. We have a 9. We have a 9.3. We have a 9.4. And we have a 10. Yay, I know that's right. Y'all clap it up for the poet. While
Can you run that back, please?
I sure can. My apologies. We got an 8.5. We got a 9, a 9.3, a 9.4, and a 10. And I ain't do it right that time. That's a 9.4 right there. All right. So what is the score?
27.7.
27.7. Y'all clap it up for the poet, never the score. And in and off the team portion of this round, we got Bama Slam. And I just want to know who they're bringing up. That's all. Group piece. Here we go. A pre-recorded group piece. So whoever's in control of that, we're going to go ahead and load that up. One moment. Thank you for your patience. While we're letting that load up, we have $25 shirts for sale on the Southern Fried website. And while you're there, go ahead and join the membership. It's only $20 for a year. And with that, you will stay connected with what Southern Fried, the community, has going on. All right, so we got our video loaded. Go ahead and show some love for Bama Slam.
You don't spend all of those years in the closet without learning how to dress.
Sure, it's more triage than trend, but try not to let that bother you.
Dress yourself the way a general plans a losing battle to minimize the damage.
Dress yourself like a field nurse tends to a wound, because it's a painful necessity.
You may end up at 25 with a closet full of skirts,
Pants,
blouses,
button-downs,
dresses,
suits, shoes that you never want to see again, but they fit like a protective skin now.
or maybe just a skin graft.
You know what they say. Dress for the gender,
you have,
not the gender you want.
Gender you want.
I guess it's appropriate that our style of dress started to feel more like a work of fiction.
I've been in the closet for so long, sometimes I start to feel like my stylist is a fawn standing under a lamppost.
And my closet continually got smaller and smaller until it felt like a cupboard under the stairs. You know what they say. Life imitates art.
And well, we spent most of our life imitating life.
Specifically, the life our parents laid out for us.
Every performance needs a good costume.
Put on
the necklace,
tie,
perfume,
cologne,
bow,
hat, shoes.
After a while, we started going through the motions, just surviving.
It's hard to want to attend the ball anymore when you know at midnight the spell will break and your cracks will show through.
Sometimes I think we forgot which version of us was real and which was under the spell. A pumpkin,
carriages,
mice,
horses,
dog,
footman, shoes. And like the glass slippers, we eventually discovered that those clothes fit someone, just not us. Hey. Do you want to borrow
my skirts,
pants,
blouses,
button-downs,
dresses,
suits, shoes? Okay, so the shoes didn't fit.
But that's when we discovered shopping together.
Sneaking each other's clothes half hidden like illicit goods.
When neither men's or women's fitting rooms fit, you learn to make do.
Sometimes Prince Charming doesn't have to be a romantic lead.
Sometimes they just need to hand you the right pair of
shoes. You know what they say. Art imitates life.
We chose clothes from each other's closets.
Sometimes you don't come out.
Sometimes you tear down the walls.
And sometimes you get to start over.
Dress yourself like you finally know you're going to win the battle.
When your armor starts fitting, you find you have less wounds to patch up. So we put on our skirts,
pants,
blouses,
button-downs,
dresses, shoes. Well, you know what they say. Dress for the gender you have, not the one they assign you. Thank you.
Okay. That was Bama Slam. They had a virtual group piece where they was in separate areas. I ain't never seen that. I'm sure they probably, somebody, I don't know. Maybe they innovated. I don't know, but it was dope. And I need for you all to show them your love. Show them your love. Show them your loves. And judges, what say you? What do you got to say? Somebody said group. I get it. Shoot, I don't got time. Do we got all? Okay, we got all 5 of them. And so from lowest to high number, speak slow. 7.5. We have an 8. We have an 8.1. We have an 8.8. And we have a 9. That was a 9, all right.
24.6.
24.6 is the score for Bama Slam. That is the end of the team portion of the second round. And now for tonight, we're bringing up our first indie of the night. And that is Sarah. Sarah, let me see you. Let me see you. Let me hear you. Y'all show some love while she comes up. There she goes. There she goes. Sarah Bellamental. I knew that was her. So I can hear you. Go ahead.
A tree fell on top of me. Its weight, a leaning building, flesh that sought to stand against structure meant to collapse my spinal column. It thrashes me, pummels and knocks at my entrance, refuses to leave even when I say no. It is larger than me. So I cower beneath its shadow until I'm only darkness that buries under it. I am a hurricane of underbrush, but it doesn't care, as its natural disaster hushes mine when I scream. It's muffled by the cold, dead weight that takes away warmth without apologies. A tree fell on me. Where it topples sideways, finds all my locks, rushes at the clothes I used to keep it from scraping me until I'm only scratches and bruises of it, deciding I am the perfect place for it to land and that I say no, but mean yes. Trees fell on me more than once. It seems like they seek me. If a tree falls on a woman in her household, in the tree's home, in random places where it seeks destruction, if no one sees it, did it really happen? I get asked, did it really happen? Do I know what it was? All victims of these collisions go to another place as the dead weight looks to strip them of who they are. Before it happened that you became victim of an attack so common no one flinches when you tell them the truth. That trees falling is another term for rape, a metaphor used to get you to listen. They ask if the tree got inside your body. Limbs penetrate whatever openings you claim to have, and you wonder, if I'm bleeding, will it be real then? Trees fell on me, but they aren't simply places of forest that decide to detach from their mother's roots and slice into the living thing that was just walking, protecting herself, but not well enough to become a survivor. I can't get the bark scent out of my skin. I'm rubbed until I'm raw, but I still taste where it's scraped, and I've become nothing but open wounds that no one likes to see. If a tree falls and no one sees it, and she is raped, no one sees it. The punchline is, did it really happen? They question your scars, how you survived.
I know that's right. Y'all show some love for Sarah Bellamental, our first indie of the night. And let's see, this was round 2. I believe that we do have a 5-minute break after this. Brief intermission, 5 minutes. Whenever I call it, we need you to be back punctual. Okay, then, okay. The bout manager seems to confirm. And as a matter of fact, judges, what say you? What you say? What you say? All right. I just waiting on, they're waiting on me. I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna get it right. So from lowest to high, we have a 7.5. We have an 8.5. We have a 9.2. We have a 9.3. And we have a 10. I think the judges be putting that because they want to see me do it. A 10, which gives us a score of, well, 9.3 and a 10. Yeah, 10.
27.
27 even for our indie poet. And we're going to go ahead. It is 6:45, 5 minutes. Y'all be back. 5 minutes. We're coming back to finish this off.
Bout manager and host, please check your chat.
Feeling good, feeling great. To the tech guy, feeling right. Where y'all at now? Yeah. I'm finna ride on his beat. What? I'm finna ride on his beat. Yeah. I'm punctual. And it don't stop. Diligence. I'm determined. Oh yeah. I don't even know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Is everybody back? Thank you. Thank you. I wrote that myself about 4 minutes ago for y'all. Thank you, everybody. It looks like everybody is back. My judges, I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4 that I see. Judge Charles, he believes in fairness. And what Judge Mathis used to say? See, I ain't seen it in so long. Okay. Looks like Bama's here. Dumore's here. SummerSlam Duval is here. Strange is here. And they've already told me who they're bringing up. So I appreciate y'all. Judge Charles, are you here? I know that's right. Duval never left. Okay, he said he's here. We need to see you on cameras. You in the bathroom on the toilet. Now you could have DM'd me that. You could have pulled the sister to the side and said, I'm just playing, but who disabled you? Host, technical man. Says his camera is disabled. There we go. There you go. I see you, Judge Charles. We got you. We got you. All right. So welcome back, everybody. Thank you again for tuning in to the 29th Annual Southern Fried Regional Poetry Slam Competition. Man, I'm just here to tell y'all that especially our judges and our volunteers and even some of the first-time competitors, if this is your first time on the virtual, you ain't seen nothing. I'm sure if you're competing or have judged more than once, you probably have heard someone reference our actual festivals. Man, be lit, be lit. I can't wait to go to the next one, which is slated to be in Louisville, Kentucky next year. So check out the website. We'll be at the host hotel. Everybody, get the room at the hotel. We'll be out all night and everywhere. So we're about to go ahead and get this third round started. And we do have Strange New Voice on the lineup, and they have given me, okay, they've given me their poet. So I need all of y'all attention, all y'all energy, and all y'all love so that we can go out and take this second half out in a bang. Because listen, this is the last night before Final Stage tomorrow. And Final Stage is just straight cutthroat. You don't even want to be around like when people in competitive mode. It's real serious. Strange New Voice is bringing up Girl Genius. Y'all show some love for Girl Genius and let me see you and hear you. There you go. Can I hear you?
Hello.
All right, go ahead.
During an interview, Gail Danley tells me, write a poem about how losing your mother killed you and how you somewhat came back to life. Dear Gail, what if I didn't? What if I'm only alive in the breathing sense? What if my mama was still here? What would she say? I mean, what if I told you I still call her every birthday, Mother's Day? Hey, Gail, how come the number still goes to voicemail? How come my messages still go unanswered? Did I tell you that I save all her texts? Even the ones she sent me after the dementia stole her reality. Did you know brain tumors write the most beautiful poems? Say, I love you 10 times a day and then leave you on red. My dad cut her phone off to avoid scam callers, or maybe so she wouldn't call me at 3 a.m. when the hallucinations were too much. See, I haven't written about that part in a poem yet. Hey, Gail, have I told you I haven't written how I get sad, or how I chase the sadness with a drink or six, or go to the casino because it reminds me of her and I hope I win, or maybe I hope I can at least be numb for a few more hours? Is that what you want to hear? Because I'm tired of people telling me how to grieve. Dead things can't grieve dead things. You hear that, Gail? I'm a dead poet writing about dead poets. Is that a shitty enough metaphor for you? Her friends tell me that she was a saint. And I tell my daughter that she was a flawed human being, and I can't reconcile the difference. 2 days after she left, I was doing poems on stage, pouring out my emotions to a room full of drunken strangers because it's the only way I knew how to cope. And I'm not ready to write that poem, Gail, because then I'd have to talk about brushing what was left of her shaved hair and why Al Green songs will always trigger me to tears, and how I had to watch this woman who used to fight martial arts fight to breathe on her own, how the universe added insult to injury by having her die 2 weeks prior to quarantine so one family couldn't even have a memorial. And I am so angry that she left us. I am angry that I see so much of her in me. I am angry because I spent my life trying not to be her. I am not my mother. But I hear my daughter when she says the same things about me. I just want to know when the fuck this shit gets better. You want to know how this has killed me? It's been more than a year and I still haven't mourned, haven't written the poem, haven't written the eulogy, the apology, the thank you. I haven't written the goddamn poem. I haven't written anything but this in over a year. I don't even know if she heard me say goodbye. Did I also tell you that I suck at endings, Gail? I suck so badly at ending things that I wrote 3 versions of this one. Version 1, the plot twist. We are both very much alive. And I can call her, and she will still be very disappointed in my choice to become a poet. But she will still be here. Version 2, the director's cut, where we both die and I never get to hear the end of this poem or how her death swallows me every day. Version 3, the alternate ending. Well, spoiler alert, she is still gone. And I am still here, wounded, and the screen goes dark.
All right. Woo. Y'all show some love. Show some love for Girl Genius from Strange New Voices. Judges, what say you? Yeah, I don't want to be y'all right now. I'm glad I'm just hosting, drinking my water. Look like I'm waiting on one more. One more score. Looks like from Judge 1. Okay. So from low to high, we have a 9.2, we have a 9.4, we have a 9.6, we have a 9.6, and we have a 9.9. And that gives us a score of
28.65.
28.6. Y'all clap it up for the poet. All right. And so now we're going to go on over into Do More Baltimore. Do More. So they sending up Kima. Y'all show some love for Kima. What I did, Bama Slam? Y'all got to tell me because I be doing all kind of stuff. My bad. What Kima at? Kima?
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Some want Black to be king. I want Black to be free. The biggest lie my people are still believing is that capitalism will save us. Gold is the material we didn't know shackles could be made out of, still sporting chains. Slavery is psychological just as it is physical. Colonizers learned how to create a Black market. Then when that changed, a market to Blacks made us money, literally. So of course we think our change lies in seeing Tubman on the 20, putting a woman who couldn't free slaves that didn't know they were slaves on the same thing that's keeping us prisoner. This irony feels familiar, left in the dirt. So niggas start eating rocks, stuffing jewels in our faces for the days we were left starving, making it rain after coming from food deserts. To hate slavery, then thrive off the economic system that drives it is not revolutionary, it's cognitive dissonance. Mass wealth for the Black community is not life-changing, it's life-exchanging. Watch ourselves die with diamonds in the dial because times are rough. Spend it, spending, getting ice instead of starting fires. And even if we do build the empires we lied about hating, Black kings still have to have Black slaves. Masters are still masters no matter the melanin. You can't escape the field and finance if finance is the field. Picking cotton and wanting cash even feel the same. That's why your palms itchy, nigga. This system got us thinking that making money makes us masters when really we just overseers in Gucci sunglasses. Checks keeping us in check. Can't stage a coup when you have a two-door coupe to worry about. The security and money is just the insecurity and freedom. Just another white lie, everyone putting up a gold front. Want a crown so badly you'll put it in your teeth, but crowns need to be replaced frequently and fail quickly. The Black millionaires we call royalty are just replicas of white monarchies. And you would think after being owned for generations that niggas would stop wanting to increase their property value. Beware of the capitalists who claim to be revolutionary. A revolution is another word for a circle, and you will never get in.
I know that's right. Y'all show some love for Kima from Do More Baltimore. I'm checking on the back end for something, but in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and ask the judges to go ahead and give us those scores for Kima. What say you? All right, so I do have all 5 of my scores. So from low to high, we have an 8.7, an 8.8, a 9.2, a 10, and a 10. Yes. Which the time looks good on that. That gives us a score of, oh, hold on. I may need to recite those because it's not updating on my end. And also, volunteers, can you please check your direct messages on Zoom?
The Excel spreadsheet is frozen for me, so I would need a second, but we also have a correction to the last score.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get some information on while waiting on this sheet. It also froze for me as well. We had this issue yesterday. Excuse me, everyone, you know, it's the internet. It's the internet.
All right. That's been updated for Do More.
I'm sorry.
Do More has been updated already. That's for, so you know what's going on. And the score is in the chat for you.
Thank you. So the score for Do More Baltimore is a 28. Y'all clap it up for Baltimore. I was pulling out my pencil real quick because I ain't got my calculator pencil over here. So I was about to pull out my pencil and take it old school on y'all real quick. Like, it's all good. Clap it up again for the poet, not the score. Now, because everybody's spreadsheet froze up, I'm trying to get back there myself, but we have Bama Slam, and I just need to know who they're bringing up. That's all. Oh, hold on. Okay, so they're bringing up Millennial Hissy. Before you come on, there was a time penalty for Strange New Voices. And they had a 0.5 time penalty. So instead of a 28.6, their score has been adjusted to a 28.1. So y'all can go ahead and boo the time. Let them know how you feel. We don't care. We don't even care about it. It's Wi-Fi. Time shouldn't matter, is my theory. And thank you for your patience. So now we can go ahead and move right along to Bama Slam. Bama Slam, did they let me know? Because I had a bunch of millennial hissy fit. Oh, I know that's right. Let me see you. Okay, there we go. Can I hear you?
Hello?
All right, go ahead.
Screeching halt, light switches flip, tables turned. My depression hits me like a car hitting a brick wall at 100 miles an hour, which sounds like a nice thing right now. In the handbook they give you to mental illness, they don't say how severe the whiplash is. When in one moment you're enjoying life and family, and the next your brain's playing its favorite game of, hey, that tree would look fantastic with your car wrapped around it. The handbook doesn't describe that you're going to constantly be trying to rationalize the irrational mind, saying you don't actually want to do the things it's willing you to do. The handbook doesn't say you're going to constantly be fighting a game of rock and sock and robots, and somehow you're playing both the red and the blue, not sure who's going to win, hoping if you play long enough, both heads will pop up. So yeah, I suffer from depression, but That's not the point. The point is that when I talk about my mental illness, people shy away from the subject like it's some giant taboo. The point is that we cannot discuss what is going through our heads for fear of what our neurotypical family and friends will say. The point is that we as a society are taught that we have to deal with all of our shit alone. And yes, I know that's just the anxiety talking. So yes, I have a mental illness, but that's not the problem. The problem is how it is we are viewed and it is portrayed in entertainment and media. It is not sensational. It is not the butt of a joke. It is a real pervasive problem and it needs to change. The problem is when voices are raised in defense of advocacy and candor, the beast is labeled as a pre-existing condition, making it even harder for people to find the help that they seek. So yeah, my brain is this stream of consciousness, fucked up piece of shit, and I write poetry to combat it. Words are my constant, and I find solace in them and the power and change I wish for them to bring. It is time I say enough and let my one voice be heard in the hope that more and more and more voices will follow and less will be silenced. So this everyday whiplash is a symptom of my brain, but this is not about me. This is about the ones who didn't think they could speak and we lost to the silence. This is about the ones who dare to speak. So all I have to say is keep talking. Don't be silent. And to anyone who tells you you are unlovable or too different, fuck them. Your mental health matters more than their ever little lives will. Thank you.
All right. Y'all show some love for Millennial Hissy Fit from Bama Slam. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Let me see those asterisks. And judges, what say you? I just be over here waiting. They already have it loaded. They have a lot loaded. They're so we got the best. They're the experts. They know what time it is. All right. So from lowest to high, we have a 7.7. We have a 7.9. We have an 8. We have an 8, and we have an 8.8. Again, just to make sure someone is able to get in there. Okay, so the whole sheet is locked probably for everyone since I have, but I was able to put his name in. Okay, well, the sheet is locked for me as well. I don't see the score updating, so they may be doing it on the back end. Okay, Bout Manager is doing it. Thank you so much. So that gives us a score of 23.9. Y'all show some love. Again, from Millennial Hissy Fit, from Bama Slam. And ending off this third round, before we get into our last indie, ending off the third round for the teams, we have Slam Duval. Slam Duval. Who you sending up? Group piece. Y'all show some love for Slam Duval and the group piece.
Hey.
All right, I can hear you. I don't know if I can see you. There you go. Go ahead.
Okay, step right up. It's our creative hour and chakras are clearing like stars.
So it's time for your favorite pastime.
What poet are you? This game was invented by douchebags so other douchebags can feel comfortable about words exploding from paper. Oh yes,
Step right up and crucify a masterpiece and poems too. Let these labels fly and let poets know they're not free while getting free.
Erotica,
Street, being too deep,
always goes on.
Enlightened ones,
feminist ones,
those who think they're smart but just another dumb one. Well, what about us? You can always tell when a poet is going through an identity crisis.
When their poetry no longer matches their mannerisms.
You may have managed to fool yourself, but you can't fool the pen.
It's the judge, jury, and executioner of your ego.
I'm a mischievous creature, a a multi-dimensional being. But you look at us like disingenuous courtship, bitch, with our only intentions are the bare fruit, to find balance at the end of unfinished literature. Higher slam scores don't mean you're winning the championships for your soul. Slam poetry is the reason I can't look myself in the mirror at night. Ooh, people aren't supposed to hear of these charming demons that seduce our hearts into ruin. Using coffee shops and venues as funerals for the things that burden us, breaking our psyches for self-liberty. Hands full of intestines from digging too deep. My style of poetry is somewhere with the Joker trying to break the fourth wall. It's somewhere in the fabric going straight to in between a gun and its click boom. Hey, should it be here lullaby? Why do people listen to me? Vintage CD, the voices who decided to unmute. Deep side, deep aside, white poetry, black poetry sides, fuck sides. I'm a double barrel mouth long wolf trying to make the moon feel like buckshot pain. Remember, the process of constructing a poem has just as much to do with deconstructing the person professor. I am your reflection in the mirror with that Jedi cloak on, telling you to forget or fuck shit up. My style of poetry is written within molecule. Call us brave, call us by our names. We are reality checks. The middle finger you thought was broken. Winning championships isn't scraping the pain from our souls. What's the use of getting mad at judges? We analyze ourselves into oblivion. BD's still growing right. The fight for your smile manuscript. Don't let your imagined slight stop you from being in awe of everything you hold dear. Those butterflies in your chest isn't fear, but untapped power meant to empower. If someone's trying to make you tangible, you better make sure their judgment has great aim. Boxing me in, it's like trying to hold hand grenades with nonchalant fingers. This concludes our game show. Our ending hours at end. I'm your host, a simple man. I wish you luck. I wish you great health. Oh, and by the way, go fuck yourself.
All right, now that was a group piece from Slam Duval. Y'all show him some love. Show him some love. I think I got access back. We're gonna see. I requested it. It say view only though. It say view only, but whatever. So, judges, what say you? Ooh, okay. Thank you, timekeeper. They're good on time. And from low to high, we have a 7.9, we have an 8.5, we have a 9, we have a 9.1, and we have a 9.2. Y'all clap it up for the poet while we wait on that score. I actually am looking for the final stage for Teams Eventbrite link. I do not see that on Eventbrite, and someone in the chat said that when they go to the Southern Fried website, they were having difficulty basically trying to get to final stage. So I was just able to find it through Eventbrite. However, again, that Teams final stage tickets I don't see on there. So I just want to throw that out there to the people running tech support. I'm still waiting on the Bout manager maybe to give me the score. Oh no, we got the sheet up and running now. So it's coming up now. But I did, for anyone interested, in the chat, in the Zoom chat, I posted the link to the Indie final stage Eventbrite tickets. And it looks like we have our scorekeeper. What is that? No? Okay.
26.6.
Oh, okay, then 26.6. That was the score for Slam Duval. Now we're about to get into the last indie of the night, and then we're about to go straight to the last round of the night. Appreciate everyone for assisting us. Thank you for just your patience, and thank you for the love that you are pouring into poetry. Southern Fried appreciates you, and I definitely appreciate you, because you know it's that much less work that someone like me or someone else would have to do. So thank you for donating your time. Matt G is our last indie of the night, and I need y'all to show him some love while he get up on the screen stage.
Testing. Hello?
I can hear you, but where you
Do
at?
I sound muffled?
Kind of, sort of. I see you now, though.
Do I sound better now?
Yes.
Okay. After Maya Angelou. No matter what they did, however heinous the crimes committed against you, your enemies shall forever remain in want of the lands you've made home, good and ghetto, a spectacle for all the world to see. You will always overcome, though men will wish you broken, body bowed, with bloodied head. Your mothers and their mothers will issue command, with heads lowered, closed eyes, and straightened shoulders. They shall pray every evil empire's fallen, that each suffering uplifted will return crashing down upon the head of every oppressor with a might that feel godlike, still a mercy compared to the flood of their teardrops. There will come a time when wickedness has weakened, where Black mothers sing babies a new lullaby. Horizons are no longer stormy, and hearts know a joy so soulful that sorrow is forgotten from their cries. Thank you.
And thank you. Y'all show some more love for Matt G, our last indie of this bout. Y'all show him some love, and I need the judges to let me know what they feel in their heart and their mind, their body, and their spirit. It looks like I thought someone else was in here. It looks like someone else may be in here doing the score now. I'm not sure, but the scorekeeper says that they still don't have access. I know they said to request access. I did, and I sent them a message saying let me in, and they ain't let me in. So I don't know, y'all. But from low to high, we have ourselves a 7. We have a 7.5, a 7.5. An 8, and an 8.8, and they are good on time. Is someone going to say the score? Okay, so the score is a 23 for the poet. Clap it up, clap it up. Scorekeeper, like I said, I don't know if you have access, but they are putting it in there. So you still, if you know, that's still your job to announce it. That's the scorekeeper's job, to write it in, tabulate it, and announce it. So you can still announce it, but I'm not sure. It looks like someone else may be in there if that's not you updating it. But yeah, you know, this is we hosting this together, you know. So without further ado, we're gonna get into this last round of the night so I can let y'all go on about y'all business. We have Team D, Do More Baltimore, and I just need to know who they're sending up. Afrodelic. Y'all show some love for Afrodelic. Show some love. And whenever we can see you and hear you. There you go.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Go ahead.
When a boot stands still on your throat, do you care what color it is? Whether the soul is red or blue, or does it become your soul's purpose just to stay alive? And one may wonder why some people in America don't vote. And I'm confused at the confusion, because you say my vote matter. I say how my vote matter before my life do in this country, where the National Guard has more masks than medical professionals during a pandemic, where I can be sleeping in my own home with the door closed and be shot by those whose job is supposedly to protect me, where a business can get bailed out before a Black boy. And Black politicians are just ploys to get Black people to buy into bullshit. There are two parties going on. And we are invited to neither because you don't make the laws. You make lawmakers who money talks to more than mankind, and the taxes you pay don't return to your community, but to someone else's pocket. See, capitalism is a cult classic in a costume, a mandatory religion in which we pray to profit and pay our profits to perpetuate placating the public. Got you worshiping celebrities and politicians, baptized in bills and bootlick and be a show of faith put in God. We trust on the funds and trusted the funds to be our God, praising productivity, repenting through rents. I suppose it's a new lease on life when you lease your life to the landlord. How does it feel to be consciousness reincarnated into mental incarceration, letting learned perception paint you into a paradox, willing to die to protect a system that is made to kill when your soul won't give a flying fuck how fat your wallet was, or which lesser evil you voted for. What is a person supposed to do when both the policy and the police are preying on your downfall? Why does voting matter? When the US government wins every election, when this country was built to be broken in ways a ballot can never box back in, when an evil system can never be good, at least voting can make it slightly and slowly less evil or allow you to be vocal on a local level, but otherwise voting is politely asking for your rights back. And what we should do is organize, arm ourselves, and fight back. Voting is a snack you satiate yourself with at dinner time because you don't actually get to sit at the table. You cannot dismantle the master's house with the master's tools, my friend. But you can make the house more hospitable for you until the day you finally gain the strength to destroy it, because real change comes from dead presidents.
I know that's right. Y'all clap it up, snap it up for Afrodelic from Do More Baltimore Slam. Let's see here. I also, in the chat, if you're in the Zoom chat, I put the link to the team final stage because those tickets are sold only on Southern Fried's website. So I put the link there if you're interested in seeing the team bout, which is Saturday night, and then the Indies is in the afternoon. Both of those are in the chat. So thank you, judges. Okay, tickets get you into both is what I just saw. So that's a good one as well. Okay, so for Afrodelic, from low to high, we have a 9.2. We have a 9.2. We have a 9.5, a 9.7, and a 9.8. And that gives us a score because they're good on time.
28.4.
Oh, sound like my scorekeeper back. She got her job back. That's what I'm talking about. 28.4. Y'all clap it up for the poet, the poem, never the score. And we're going to go on over to Bama Slam for the last time tonight and ask them. Well, let me go down to my. Okay, then. So Bama Slam is bringing up Sean Judah. Y'all show some love, clap it up and snap it up for John. Sean Judah. This fly is getting on my nerve. All right, I see you. Can I hear you? I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello. She suggested that I tell him, so I thought about it and I did. It was a cold morning as I struggled to look him in the eye to reassure him of what he thought I felt. So I told him that I loved him. Then I kissed him on the lips, not fully aware of his response to my actions, nor my reaction to his unresponsiveness when I leaned in to salute this king with the only greeting that he deserved. So I lay aside the outside world and relinquished the most tender, innocent, and honest kiss that I have ever surrendered. You see, what we shared in that brief moment changed us forever, for I have watched him give love wholeheartedly, only to receive half-hearted affection and minimal attention, and I wanted to change his fate. Wanted to revitalize the brightness in his eyes from that clouded, milky opaque. Wanted to return the swagger back to his gait and erase the hardened lines embedded in his face. So I told him that I loved him. Then I kissed him on the lips, not fully aware of what kissing him would lead us to. Giving my love to him sent a spinning, and as I revolved, we evolved, all because I kissed him on the lips. Now for me, things are different. Loving him with whispers and encouragement, we transformed in that instance. Now he knows that I am with him always, stride for stride, to show that I care. Wherever he needs me to be, I will be there loving him, for he needed me to be unconventional, and me being unpredictable. Shit, I kissed him on the lips, and he didn't move an inch. Not a flinch, not a twitch, just a silence that spoke volumes, resonating my intent through a kiss unselfish. Never before experiencing what this was, an unfamiliar love between us. I saw a human in need of much, not just a face full of fuzz. So yeah, I kissed him, but not for fleshly satisfaction or for practice. This was not based on an attraction, nor was it something that just happened. It just so happens that his need superseded what I thought people would think of we, and how you might view me. You see, even as I speak, I draw strength from that cold morning, knowing he would be there when I awoke. We met in our secret place. I brushed my teeth, I washed my face, and then I looked at my own reflection. I told myself I loved me and I would help us succeed no matter what. And then I placed my hands on the mirror and I kissed myself on the lips. Thank you.
I know that's right. Y'all show some love for Sean Judah. I know that's right, with Bama Slam Team. I thought I was the only one that did that, but glad to know I'm not alone. Woo, judges, what say you? Okay, then here we go now. So from lowest to high, we got a 8.8. We got a 9.2. And then we got a 10, a 10, and a 10. Hey, that gives us a score of
29.2.
All right, and we're good on time. 29.2. Y'all clap it up for Bama Slam's Sean Judah. And now we're going on over to Slam Duval. Slam Duval. Who you sending up? Who you sending? Shock T. I know that's right. Y'all clap it up for Shock T.
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you. I want to be able to see you. Is it me? Okay, now I see you. Go ahead.
The first time I spoke about this, it felt like I had to. I felt like I'd been added to a list. I felt like another number, another statistic. I felt like I couldn't speak up. So listen up. Support those who take it to court and support those who don't report. Because talking about it feels like self-induced vomiting, having to regurgitate your pain to friends, to family, to neighbors, to counselors, to officers, again and again, always having to prove the monster is there, bearing the burden of proving why you're scared. A few months later, he had the audacity, stood on stage in front of me. Bad dreams rushed back to me, filling the room to capacity. My chest became tight. I could not breathe. Even the air outside brought no relief. Fight or flight kicked in and I took wind. I thought that if I could bury him in my mind, I could forget him. In the middle of my escape, I froze in place. No, he would not take my home. No, he would not take the place where I found my poetic power. And no, this would not go down my darkest hour. I did an about face and marched to the stage. Fueled by every victim's rage, he killed me that night. He helped himself into my tights. Imagine dying in your sleep only to wake up and realize it wasn't a dream, to realize the monster is real. January of the next year, I spoke out. But in order to get to that place, I had nightmares. So whether or not you decide to come forward, I am proud of you for being up, for being awake, because it is so easy for trauma to continue to take until you feel like you have nothing, to take until you feel like you are nothing. But my dear, the truth is you are a movement. You possess an incredible power because you have enough to make them cower, because you are a part of a larger voice that offers you the choice. So whether or not you decide to speak, we will be your mouthpiece. And at this point, I've reached acceptance, because yes, me too. But I'll be damned if it's him too, if it's her too, or if it's them too. So rest assured, yes, I do believe her.
Let's go. Let's go. Y'all clap it up and snap it up for Shock T from Slam Duval. Hey, y'all know it's Friday, right? That back, forth and forth has been playing all in my head. Hey, yes. Back. Oh, judges, what say you? I'm sorry. Excuse me. We ain't got time. Y'all say, come on, Kia. Ain't nobody got time. Okay, so from lowest to high, we have an 8. We have an 8.1. We have, hold on, an 8.6. And we have a 10 and a 10. And they're good on time.
26.7.
26.7. That is the score for Slam Duval. Y'all clap it up, snap it up. For the poet. Never the score. Tech Bout Manager just let me know that the website has been updated. We do apologize about that for those who were looking to get the tickets on there. They have fixed that issue, so you should be able to go there. But also, if you don't save the link from the chat, if you're in the chat, you can go to the website for those that are not in the chat. Okay, so now we're about to end this night off with the last Slam team of the night. And again, I just thank you all for just being here. So without further ado, we got Strange New Voice, and they are bringing up Wesley. So y'all show some love for Wesley. Wesley. That's what I want to do.
Hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Good morning from the South Side. What day is good for mourning on the South Side? This is how we end summers on the South Side. How we start revolutions on the South Side. This is how we pray on the South Side as the leaves turn. Mothers lose sons in broad daylight. Sons lose mothers in broad daylight. This is our South Side. We love it. We hate it. Can you see our tears? Can you taste our tears? But we don't cry anymore. We just mourn. 22-year-old woman shot on 81st and Cottage Grove, our South Side. She leaves behind a 5-year-old son, our South Side. He say, mama, why'd you have to leave me? And I say, mama, they didn't have to take that boy, mama, away. They say, Wesley, you know you write about Black people too much. You know you write about Chicago too much. Oh, you must be silly. Oh, you must forget. Don't worry. I'll let this pen remember for you. Do you remember our South Side? Remember Sean? Remember Blair? Remember Darian? Remember Erica? Remember Monet? Do you remember Monet? Wish I could take their images and stitch them to the back of your brain, so when you sleep, you dream about them. Wish I could take their names, paint your taste buds and tongues with them, so you speak, you only speaking them into existence. But these niggas still think that death above all is pretty, but they are beautiful. They are ancestors, stars, and we were all stars once. I remember that. And I sent condolences to the family, but listen, I can't console her baby boy. He shivers and shakes through motherless nights. He spazzes out of his spine. His spine, his very backbone will be strong one day. He is a god amongst insects. They stripped him of his god, his mother. I wrap my arms around him, dry his tears with this unworthy poem. They took his mother away, made bullets dance and footwork in her heart. The block is hot again, as if it ever cooled the block. Be force feeding me soup, but it tastes like blood and broken homes, like cries and moans, like struggle and crushed bones. There are bones in these sidewalks we walk
on graveyards daily with Siraka tombstones and teddy bears. Oh, you didn't know that your soul steps secretly on the jawlines, but I write about the ancestors too much. You don't get it. The ancestors are where we get our strength from to go on. She is an ancestor, Monet. I'd hold my breath for 7 years under 7 oceans just so you can hold your baby boy again. Good morning from the South Side. What day is good for mourning?
I know that's right. Y'all show some love. Clap it up, snap it up for Wesley Frazier Keys from Strange New Voice. Judges, what say you? See, I can never finish my song. All right, so we got all the scores from lowest to high. We got a 9.4. We got a 9.4. We got a 9.5. And we got a 10 and a 10. Yes, I think we good on time. Look like we may be good on time. And what is that score?
A 28.9.
A 28.9 is what I see on the screen. Y'all clap it up for the poet. Clap it up for the poet, not the score. And so, listen, that is the end of this bout. And before we leave, and while they're getting everything tabulafied up for y'all, which it don't take long, again, I just want to thank all of our volunteers. I want to thank the timekeeper, which was Caleb. I want to thank Ellen Tia, our scorekeeper, our bout manager, Brandy, of course, tech manager, Shadow. And listen, half is the poetry. And I believe the other half, we ain't even counting all the technical stuff that, you need to do. But the other half is the judges. So I definitely want to show some more love to Judge Wendy, Judge Candace, Judge Charles, Judge David, and Judge Brandy. Judge Brandy, I watched her the other day. Listen, I can hear it now. Y'all got some good judge names. So thank y'all so much. Y'all were the experts for tonight. And we wouldn't have been able to do it without you all. And that is God's honest truth. So thank you to everyone that was patient with us. Thank you to all of the slam teams who came out from all around the world to be on this internet, on this stage. Y'all are beautiful. Thank you. Hopefully, you are able to achieve what you need to in this competition. And if you don't quite get there, you learn some things so that you can come back next year ready to scrap. I think, like I said, the website has been updated for final stage tickets. We got those $25 t-shirts. You can join the website for $20 and final stage tickets is $15. I've been your host, Kia Flow. You can find me on social media everywhere as such, Kia Flow. And yeah, I'm gonna be quiet and wait for somebody to give us the final scores. Y'all there? What's going on? Y'all wanted me to do it? I can do it. I see it.
You got this.
Who said that?
It's all you, love.
All you. It's the bout manager. You got it. Go ahead and give them the scores. You got it.
Oh, okay then. All right then. Here we go. So the final score, it looks like with in fourth place with a 102.6, we have Bama Slam. So y'all show some love for Bama Slam. Ending the night with a 102.6. Then with a 106.6, we have Slam Duval. Y'all show some love. Clap it up for Duval. I want to make sure I do that. You know, that's my hometown, but after the slam, you know what I'm saying? Because we got to be fair. Then in second place, Team C, with a total of 110.1, we have Strange New Voice. Y'all, show some love, Strange New Voice. I know that's right.
Voices.
All right. And then first place with a score of 113.5. I need y'all to show some love for Do More Baltimore. Show some love. Snap it up, clap it up, tap it up, trap it up. So check it. That has been everything. Y'all can celebrate, you know. That was what I was wondering about, but the whole time I just saw Strange New Voice, so I wasn't quite sure, but Strange New Voices sounded better on the tongue, but I ain't want to like add an S on there like I do black on black rhymes, and it's black on black rhymes, so I just wanted to be obedient to the sheet, but it is Strange New Voices. I have been saying it wrong all night. I love y'all. I mean, it's kind of like y'all one voice though, you know what I'm saying?
Talk about it, kid. We one voice. I love that. I love that.
You know I know about it. Come on, somebody. But so yeah, just wanted to make that correction. I don't know if there are any bouts or open mics and such going on tonight, but I believe the Echo Park may be open for anyone that's interested in hanging out, chilling out in the virtual realm with other people. You can go to the Echo Park. If you don't know about it, just check out Southern Fried's website, and the information is there somewhere. Don't get me to lie. I find it somehow every time, but it's there. That's all I can say. What else? The final stage tickets, and also to all of my teams. Oh, okay, hold on. We do have a head-to-head haiku, and it's going to be live streaming on YouTube tonight. And I don't know what time that is. Maybe they can let me know that information. And all of the teams, you just make sure you stay behind. But as far as our judges, I don't believe we need anything else from them. So but before you leave, let me just make sure the tech or the bout manager confirms that. I don't think you need to sign off on anything. Now, oh Lord, I'm sorry. I forgot all about the Indies, Lord. My bad. Cerebellum. Indy, well, excuse me, Matt G. He came in second place. So Cerebellum is one. But Matt G is second place with a 23 for tonight. And then Cerebellum ended with a 27 for tonight. So again, much love to the poets. Hopefully those numbers helped you out for tomorrow. And like I said, if not, go back to the drawing board and we'll be back next year. And y'all might see me competing next year too. I'm just playing. I don't know. But haiku. And now that I've announced the indies, and again, I do apologize for, it's the internet. Are the judges free to go now? Teams, please, Slam Masters, make sure you stay. We need to make sure everything is confirmed. But I know it's Friday, and one of them judges look like they're ready to turn up. I don't know which one it is, but it's one of them. I think it's David. David ready. We have a Slam Masters meeting tomorrow too, at 12, and that haiku slam or haiku death match or whatever it is they put in there. That's tonight at 11. Blood. Happy Friday, everyone. Judges, thank you. I'm assuming that you can go. Yeah, judges, you're free to go. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please stay around. Let them make sure they keep your emails. We might need some judges for tomorrow. So, every day we find ourselves out on the street in the actual poetry festival. We out on the street looking for judges. So if y'all are available, you have some time tomorrow, either one of those times, just shoot someone an email and let them know. Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't know if the scorekeeper and timekeepers need to still be here. Oh, and by live stream, we're about to close out. We love y'all in live stream land. We appreciate you so much for